kicking it off here, we are on the dam, and now we are going to go do the first part of that quest, the Dark Threat Looms. And so what you have to do, there's a couple dudes over here, so I picked the one I'm going to root in place over here. And then from there, you just start tuning them up. Get the first guy down, and what you have to do, you have to run out of the way because they start laughing at you. And then as you can see from the little bar over there, they're going to explode themselves or kamikaze themselves. So you go turn that in and get it done. Now go over to the island next door, and this is where Bingle is missing his tools that you need to get. And I saw 4 guys for the first section of tools you're going to get, so I said, forget this, I'm not going to do it. But then as I walked around further, I see a chest with 4 guys guarding it, so I said I am going to do that. So I start picking out the guys who are around it, because what I try to do for this is when there's doing something where there's multiple people you got to kill, I always make sure I have a clear escape path. So that's what I'm looking for right here. There's no crocodiles that could aggro me, and so I start planning the game plan, who I'm going to pick off first and how it's going to work out. So I pre-buff myself, start moonfiring them, switch to bear form, start killing them, get one guy down, and then I kind of mess up over here switching forms and putting my health potion on, but it works out. And that guy actually goes back and resets over there for some reason. I'm not sure why, but it worked out great because we really weren't that far from it. But once he does that, those other 2 guys are dead. I go kill him real fast. There's that sweet chest, and from it I get nothing good. I do get a cloth armor, but the stats aren't really what I need. It's spirit and intellect, and intellect I really don't need at all. Spirit's alright because it helps my mana go up, but the armor's low on this, so I'm not going to do it. Back over to the dig site with the trogs, and they drop these idols you have to get for the quest. Now I'm high enough level where they're not an issue, so I go start tuning all these guys up, find another chest over here, and of course the one green I have, which is my chest piece, leather chest piece, that's exactly what this one is, with pretty much the same exact stats. So I'm having really bad luck for all the chests that I found, not really giving any good greens that could really benefit me too much. But I go up to a lodge. There's some quests over here that are timed quests. The first ones you have are you have to go kill the buzzards over here, super easy. And the ones after that, it's going to be some crocodiles back over on the shore and on the island. And you'll see those here in a second. The drop weight for those, for like the crocodile meat, it wasn't that good, but luckily there's a lot of them close together, so it wasn't a big deal. You just pull them, kill them, slap them around, get the crocodile meat, and then you are good to go. Back up to the lodge, turn in those quests here real quick, throw away any of the stuff that I get from the quest, and then you get old Snooty or something like that. There's some bear that's an elite that you can go kill, but obviously I'm not gonna be able to do that. So hearth back, go find these 3 people just to the east of the inn over there, and then go tune those guys up. Now you got an escort quest. This one's super easy. There's a couple people that spawn, you have to kill them, but they're low level, so it's real easy. Escort him back, you get that quest done. And then from there, we head back over to Westfall, and we got to finish up some quests. There's the killing fields, but what we have to do here is, instead of killing 20 of them, over by the lighthouse, that dude that gives those quests over there, he has one quest where you have to get 5 oil that drop from the harvesters. So you have to go kill the harvesters, and the drop rates aren't that great as well for it. Yeah, there's my first one. I get my flask of oil, but then I see the courier for the Defias Brotherhood quest chain, so I tune him up real quick, complete that quest, and back to getting oil from the harvesters over here. Now we go back to the shore at the very north part of Westfall, because these are the last set of murlocs that you have to kill to get the quest complete, because then I have to go back over to the south side of Westfall where the lighthouse is. I look around real quick to make sure that level 21 dude isn't walking around over there. Head on over there, start turning all those quests in, and then throw everything away that I get from those quests. And then from there, we hearth back to Moonglade because we're going to take the hippogriff over to Teldrassil, going through the nice pink bubble over there. And then for the Child's Week, we summon him real quick, and this is one of the quests you have to do for it, where he sees the bank at Darnassus, so we get that one done over there. Then we go back to the Druid building over here, because we're going to buy as many talents as we can, and this pretty much drains my whole bank account right here. I don't even get everything that we need, especially now that I have a cat form over here. There's other stuff, but probably I'm going to be using bear form more than cat form through my whole quest, just because it gives a lot more stamina, a lot more hit points for it. So we get back on the old hippogriff, back over to Darkshore, doing some good fishing, especially anytime we see any of the wreckage over there, and we just keep on stacking up our cloth, our leather, and sometimes there's little health potions that come with it, but that's basically what we're doing over here right now. And then from there we see another beached sea turtle, so we just start pulling the Murlocs one by one. This one's pretty lower level from where I am, so it's not a big deal. You just got to make sure enough of them are pulled out over to the side, and we kill all of them pretty easily. And then here in just 1 second we'll go and get the piece to this turtle, and then eventually we can go turn that in. Now for this quest, it's more bears that we have to go kill. We have to get 4 hides. It's for one of the buzz box quest chains you have to do. So you just go up there, kill a bunch of bears till you get what you need, turn it in right there, throw everything away that the quest rewards give to you. Then back down here, a little bit south of that area, this is another escort quest. You have to kind of fight your way down in there, and then all you do is escort this dude back over to it. As you can see, I already killed some of the mobs leading up to it. And then just for these escort quests, all you do is wait for the escort to get aggro first, because if they don't, they'll just keep on walking while you're getting tagged by enemies over there. And at least if he has the aggro on him first, he stays and hits the enemy until he dies. And that's all that one is. And this one gets completed real easily over here for that one to be said and done. Now we go over to Rip Van Winkle over here. It's just east of it. And what you have to do with the Rip Van Winkle quest is this dude keeps falling asleep. So you have this flute that you have to play real loudly in his ear to wake him up. And the trick to it is you don't follow the road down there, because if you follow the road, then what happens, mobs will spawn over there, several of them at a time. Yeah, there he is falling asleep again, so blow that fluid in him and wake him up. So I just stay west of the road, go into Ashenvale over here, continue staying over to the west, just so those mobs don't spawn as this quest is going on. And then eventually from it, you'll go to where over in Astranaar, I forgot the name of that tower over there, where it is. As you can see, he just keeps on falling asleep. There's a little one wolf on the way, so we have to tune him up real fast. Then we arrive back over here. That quest gets complete. This is another little quest hub over here. So we turn that one in. Then there's another quest back over here for the Tower of Anthrax quest chain that we are turning in, then some other ones over there. And then from here we head on over north of this area. There's actually 2 quests, but we'll only do one of them right now. In this one we need to get these plants or something like that. Yeah, right there you collect 5 of them, and then when you go back to Astranaar you turn it in, and that completes that quest for that one. Now we head over west to the Zoram Strand, and there's another quest chain that we have right here. And what you have to go do is just a little ways from it, there's a box that you have to go loot. And right when I was looting it, that stupid Naga came, and I had to kill that one real fast. But we tune that guy up, and then we head back over, turn that quest in. The follow-up is very hard, especially for I am right now, so we're definitely not going to do that right now. It's where you have to kill this dude who's got a bunch of ads on him to loot this item, so we definitely need to be higher level than what we are now for that one. Now we head back over to that little tower area, finish turning in those quests over there, head back over to Astranaar, and then we're just going to get more quests. Turn in the quest where we save the dude's child's life. Yeah, right here, he's so happy, he's crying in joy. A lot of these night elves, apparently they like to cry when you turn in quests for at least we save that person's life, because the last time the dude cried, we like killed his girlfriend or something like that, who was a ghost or a demon. But yeah, so back at Astranaar, turning in quests, getting new ones, and then eventually we're going to head on out of here, because we got to go back over to other places, because we need to just keep on leveling up and getting our fishing up, because we got new zones to attend to here in the very near future. So thanks for watching, like and subscribe.
The salt is a razor against my dry skin. I buried the forest to let the tide in. 10,000 lifetimes in the flicker of a lamp. I'm trading the sun for the cold and the damp. No iron, no leather, no gold in the hand. I purge the ghost treasures that crawl on the land. My ritual is quiet, my madness is deep. Fishing for secrets the sunken ones keep. Under the azure, I'm holding my breath. 1 foot on the shoreline, one flirting with death. The current won't drift me, the storm won't prevail against the salt fire and the heart on the scale. Aquatic outcast, the prayer is a rise. Turning my back on the forest, may God. Click of the spool is the beat of my drum against the deep hunger that's yet to become. The Naga are watching from pillars of stone. In the halls of the drowned, I am never alone. I don't need a map and I don't need a guide, just a lantern of fire and the turn of the tide. Every strike on the line is a debt that I pay for the dry world I left in the wreckage and spray. Under the azure, I'm holding my breath. 1 foot on the shoreline, one flirting with death. The current won't drift me, the storm won't prevail against the salt fire and the heart on the scale. Aquatic outcast, the prayer is a rise. Turning my back on the forest, may God. The kelp is my anchor, the oil is my trade. I live by the hooks and the choices I've made. Level by level, the water turns cold